going on?
I'm Carly.
I'm Brian.
And we're so excited to show you a little bit about ourselves and our time together at the parks and bring you along for the ride.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun, especially today. We're going to start off in Disney's California Adventure. Lots of new news, lots of new merch. We're going to show you everything that we can, have some fun with it. I'm still getting used to this gimbal. So we're going to have some fun as we do it, but thanks for joining us. We're going to have a blast.
Woo!
All right. First thing we notice as we walk into the park, we have these walls up around the trolley stop. I know that's going to be down for a little while, but they have all the maps set up here. These cute little paintings of Pluto and Goof. And right here you'll see the wonderful CJ being Pixie. Some atmospheric entertainment out today as well.
Are we going to take a photo? Let's do it.
One thing you'll notice, it's never too early for Halloween in the parks, and that's great for us because we're huge Halloween fans. So you can see a lot of the Halloween merch is already out here. We have these cute little, I think, candle holders. It's Mickey and Minnie decorations for your home. And all throughout the store, you're going to find Halloween merchandise. There are mugs. These cute little jack-o'-lanterns, vampire Mickey. Brand new shirts and fun little
It says
Mickey
Happy Halloween
dazzlers.
2019 on it. I am obsessed with these Halloween spirit jerseys. They actually have glitter all over them. I didn't see that on the online pictures, but it's black with silver glitter all over the place. Look at how cute that Mickey Pumpkin is. The best addition to the Halloween lineup are these super cute Loungefly backpacks. This one's got the little candy corn Minnie Mouse bow on it, some black sequins, $90.
This one, this cute little jack-o'-lantern. I believe he is $80. Got this cute Mickey Mouse Fang Club t-shirt. For kids, it is glow in the dark. We have these cute little Mickey trick-or-treating pumpkins, always helpful on those treat trails. They light up, they glow in the dark, and it looks like they are $19.99. Fairly new now are the Haunted Mansion Wishables.
Looks like they only have Gus in stock right now.
And you could get the mystery version. Award Wiener's got a nice long line. Everyone's getting lunch now, but they are redoing the seating area. They have these really cute posters of Mickey's PhilharMagic. We're so excited it's over here at California Adventure. We kind of started our Disney passion over on the East Coast, and now that they brought it over here, we feel like we got a little bit of Walt Disney World here on California Adventure. There is some seating for award wieners, as you can see by this seat right here, but all the construction walls up around Philhar and this old seating area right now. So within DCA, this is where you'll find the entrance to Mickey's PhilharMagic. And as we kind of walk in here, you'll see what is now the temporary seating area for award wieners.
Hi everyone, it's me and Minnie. Donald is busy getting the orchestra all set up, so we should be ready to start the show real soon. Oh, I forgot. Just a little reminder to everyone, please don't put on your opera glasses until you are seated inside the concert hall. Thank you.
PhilharMagic is one of my favorite stops to go to in the middle of the day. You get to get away from the sun and the heat a little bit. It's always a nice relaxing stop.
So today, one of the things we wanted to do was go to the animation building here and do the Animation Academy. I'm no good at drawing, she's a little better than me, but we're gonna head in and see the times of who and what we can draw so we can kind of plan our day around what we want to do. The air conditioning is great in here too. But there are a few things in here. There's the Animation Academy, of course, on the left. An opportunity to meet Anna and Elsa right in front of us now is going to be who we can draw and win. What we're going to see is a lot more superheroes. I take that back.
I don't see any superheroes. I see Jack Jack maybe from...
We're What time is it?
Incredible. It's 11:22.
Ooh, Steamboat Willie.
That'll be cool. BB-8. Forky. I'm trash.
This board will tell you who and what you can draw during the day. So another East Coast Disney World connection is over there, Turtle Talk with Crush. That's over at Epcot in the Seas, but it's over here in the animation building. As you can see here, we are celebrating another summer of superheroes. So we have Donald and Daisy meeting as Hulk and Black Widow. She's gone full rocket.
The best guardian.
That's right. They have these cute little photo ops, as you can see right now, celebrating 80 years here. You got Thor, Cap, Iron Man, everybody watching here. This is the location where you can meet Black Panther and Captain Marvel, but looks like right now you can meet Stitch if you are a Disney Rewards Visa card holder. Over here is where you typically can meet Spidey. Oh, there she is. And then on the left here, you can see they're doing a cat meet and greet. It's going to be exciting once they have all of the Marvel Land open right now, especially with what we see behind us and coming up here. Just the incredible, imposing Collector's Fortress as well. We'll get a little closer. It looks like they have some construction walls up there as well. Maybe they're moving the construction a little further out. That is slated to be finished in 2020. So typically when you come to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, over here to the right is where you're going to collect your Fast Pass. It was the same distribution point when it was Tower of Terror. But now with this construction here, they've got the construction walls up that are labeled Stark Industry. This is the Fast Pass return. And over here to the left is actually the Fast Pass distribution. They have one of the carts like they do with Fantasmic World of Color out right now to grab a Fast Pass. The standby entrance to Mission Breakout is actually straight out right here. It looks like you're going up on the left side of the queue to enter this. Hi, Groot.
I love the detail in the queue here. It looks like that's where Rocket broke out from. You can see his footprints all along the building.
There's some more raccoon pods. Must be where Rocket kind of broke in. Yeah, it's that level of creativity that kind of keeps us coming back. And just all the theming, all the stuff throughout the queue, even the plants have names.
These hearts and materials were escaping from every prison that ever tried to hold them. Which is why I have wired
Ultron Sentry.
unimaginable power coming directly from my massive generator, which powers the entire company.
Take a look at this tallest box on the right hand side. You'll see a little figment.
So we're walking on the other side of the future Marvel Land here. There's been some maps released lately of the concept art and some of the fun things that you're gonna find here, including the Spider-Man attraction and I believe a brewery. You can check that map out online, but we are so excited to see what comes for them.
Heading past Cars Land over here on our left. We heard that the Lucky Fortune Cookery just released pretty much a brand new menu, a complete overhaul. So we were gonna go check that out for lunch, do a little review, and tell you our thoughts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. No problem. Sir.
These miners at agents.
So the tour hosted here by Rosie and Colin.
Nice to see the guys helping with
And as you can see, a nice little walkthrough. Always calm and cool in here. The air conditioning is always blasted. It's kind of fun to be able to walk through here and just see everything. Another one of those little details that if you're just here for a day, you might miss. But if you're here for a few days, something to check out, something to enjoy. Rita's got a brand new paint job and it looks absolutely stunning from the outside. It's beautiful red, orange. We are now at the Lucky Fortune Cookery. Where the outside's pretty much the same. Over on the left, you're gonna have your mobile order, but we do have the new menu. So let's check out what is on this new menu. We have teriyaki chicken, Szechuan chicken, beef bulgogi wrap. We're big fans of Korean barbecue. vegan banh mi, pork ramen, few sides. And then on the back is your kids menu, beverages and specialty drinks. We got the pot stickers, the chicken wings, and the Szechuan chicken. Upon first bite, the Szechuan is very spicy, but very good. I love it. Tastes really great. And you had a bite of the pot stickers. How was it?
Yeah, very flavorful. Has this really tasty dipping sauce that it comes with as well. Kind of soy sauce base with some vegetables. Really delicious.
Nice.
Pro tip: don't take the pepper directly to the face.
Yeah, it's very spicy. It's really spicy.
So it turns out that Brian took 2 of these peppers on his first bite straight to the face.
Literally dying.
So he got butter, chocolate milk, and bread to help neutralize the spice.
Woo! I can't handle that apparently.
Actually sweating. So it's good, get it, but
No, it's great. It's spectacular.
allow those chili peppers to be
not
there
be
for the
eaten.
spice and to not be actually consumed. So we just finished up our lunch here and it was decently spicy. I'm not a big spice person, but I think it was delicious. Nose is running a little bit. I highly suggest the wings, the chicken wings on the side. Those were incredibly tasty. A little bit of sweet, a little bit of spice. It was a perfect bite to eat. One of our favorite details about Pacific Wharf is this bridge, because when you stop in the middle of it and you hold, what do you feel?
Shakes.
Feels like an earthquake, because we're here in San Francisco. It's about 1:40 and it says that the World of Color Fast Pass distribution is concluded for the day. So if you're coming to the parks and you want to watch World of Color, you have to get here a little bit earlier to make sure that you secure yourself a Fast Pass to see the show. Now you don't have to have a Fast Pass to see World of Color, but you get priority viewing spots, so you don't have to wait for standby in kind of a side view if you do secure yourself that spot. You're able to have a show Fast Pass all day long and it doesn't affect your ride Fast Pass. You don't have to wait a certain number of hours until getting another one. You can hold a bunch of show Fast Passes at the same time as well as your ride Fast Passes. So definitely take advantage of that when you're coming to the parks.
Walking by Grizzly River Run, it is a warmer day, so it is a little busy. I think the wait time was about a 65. They do have the single rider line, which I would suggest you hop in. Just make sure you grab a ticket from whoever's working out front of standby. And then as you kind of walk up, go through the exit. That's going to be where your single rider is.
Single rider has been one of our favorite tips and tricks whenever we come to the park. There's usually pretty lower weights, and you end up being usually either in the right next to each other ride vehicles. Sometimes you end up kind of a couple rows apart from each other in the same ride vehicle. So single rider is a great way to kind of work around a couple of the longer lines. Here in California Adventure, you have Grizzly River Run, you have Radiator Springs Racers, and Incredicoaster that all offer single riders, so definitely take advantage of that when you come to the park. This is one of my favorite nods to what once was. This area used to be known as Condor Flats. It was kind of themed to maybe an airstrip that you would find here in California, but it has since been rethemed to Grizzly Peak Airstrip and actually connects around the corner to this whole new land that includes Grizzly River Run instead of being 2 separate lands. But Condor Gas kind of shows a little bit of a nod to what once was.
A lot more of the Halloween stuff is out. Kind of going right into full swing of Halloween. Just 2 days ago was Disney World's first not so scary Halloween party, so Disneyland will be following suit here. If you are a pass holder, at the end towards the lockers, this is actually where you can find some pass holder only merchandise in the park. Now, coming from the East Coast, going to Disney World all my life, coming here and being able to walk across this esplanade from going to DCA to Disneyland or vice versa is just mind-blowing to me. The fact that both these different worlds kind of exist, 100 yards away from each other. It's pretty cool, and that's actually where we're heading to now. We're going to go to Disneyland for a little while and check out some of the cool stuff that we can find out there.
Disneyland Forever is actually one of my top 3 favorite fireworks shows of all time. I worked here during the 60th Diamond Anniversary, and so that was the show that debuted on the 24-hour day that launched the 60th celebration, so it holds a special place in my heart.
We got a nice looking dapper Mickey meeting over here. Mickey is no longer in his birthday clothing. I think that ended over the summer as well. Over here to the left, you'll see Chip and Dale are meeting out in front of the fire department. On Main Street, all the Disneyland vehicles are out on parade. It's really cool to see all those now. Here's my favorite Disneyland Main Street vehicle. NECV. Construction walls up on the Tomorrowland side of the hub. Rumor has it, coming from Orange County Register, that those rock formations out in front of Astro Orbiter, kind of funnily known as the French Fry Rocks, they are going to be taken off, refurbished, or even removed. Apparently she holds a deep conviction towards these rocks.
Goodbye, French Fry Rocks.
They might not be leaving, they could just be being refurbished.
See you soon, French Fry Rocks.
And it could just be the ones behind the wall over here. In front of Pixie Hollow, you have the fun dancing fountains, and it looks like the fairy godmother's out here walking around today. Let's see her up amongst this crowd of folks. Stopping for a nice picture here.
We're gonna come over here, okay?
Look what I found.
Fun little Star Tours card.
On the ground in Tomorrowland, it's a Star Tours card featuring Stitch. It's actually for kids that might not be quite tall enough to experience Star Tours yet, but it says that when you are tall enough, he wants you to bring this card back and to bring up to 5 people with you as well.
On the back of Matterhorn here, where the waterfall usually is, must be going a little refurbishment itself right there.
So we talked a little bit already about single rider and how we love to utilize that here when Brian and I come to the parks. However, it seems right now that the Matterhorn single rider line is closed temporarily. That does happen at times where maybe they have a higher influx of guests coming in, maybe they have a lot of fast passes coming in, maybe a larger attraction is down temporarily for maintenance problems, something to that effect. And so they're getting a higher influx of people coming to their rides. So sometimes they'll close single rider for a short period of time. You can always check back with them a little bit later. So I think that's maybe what we'll do. Is this the family that we keep seeing every time we come? For the past couple of times that we've come, we've been seeing Mom with her 3 ducklings, one that's a little bit bigger than the others, and 2 that are kind of younger, smaller, same age. This has to be them.
He's got goggles on.
Is there a dog with goggles on?
Why he's got puff duck on?
They're like his pup sunglasses. Here's pup glasses. Thank you. Andrea Cruz. Welcome back, world travelers. When the comes to stop, please disembark to the right, to the right. off It's a Small World. I know there's a little bit of controversy because Disney World recently announced that they're going to be adding Disney characters to their version of It's a Small World. But as you can see in our footage of It's a Small World that we just went on here in Disneyland, it's a seamless transition. All the characters are gorgeous and fit right in with all the rest of the characters. So we're looking forward to seeing the changes soon to come. I'm not sure how new some of this stuff is, but I am a sucker for attraction-specific merchandise, so I am obsessed with some of this cute stuff over here. I conquered It's a Small World, the vinyls, cute little headband, oh, socks.
Walking back from Small World, it looks like we got Pete over here. And he's playing around with some of the kids around here, and also that arch nemesis of his, old Captain Hook. Getting to the left there.
You want to meet Peter Pan?
Mad Tea Party, I think we might skip Mad Tea Party today. Just had some lunch.
Star Wars Galaxy's Edge using the Frontierland entrance right behind us. It's Big Thunder Mountain.
Nice data pad. Mind telling us what you're doing with it? Looks like it's time to assign some recon. See you soon, traveler.
So over here you can find some first order merchandise over in this store to the right here. As we kind of keep walking forward, off to the left is where you're going to find blue milk and green milk. Both are available through mobile order, so if the line does get a little longer, make sure you utilize your app to kind of get that mobile order in. As we walk forward here, you're going to see tons of details all over the walls, all the staircases, and coming up here on the right, where you can sort of see a line building up, that is Oga's Cantina. You can actually now book reservations for Oga's through the app like you would normally a dining reservation. So that way you know when to come back here and you have a space in line to go to Oga's. And as we kind of walk up here a little further, this is actually my favorite vista view in the entirety of the two. As you walk up to Smuggler's Run, you get a full view, life-size of the Millennium Falcon. It's just absolutely stunning, really pretty, and something that everybody should check out at least once. And speaking of Smuggler's Run and Single Rider, this is another great ride to do Single Rider on. There is a little bit of a wait. Of course, it is a brand new ride. However, if you utilize that single rider, it does move quickly and you won't get too much of a wait. Enter the queue for Smuggler's Run, but we're going to do single rider right now.
Keep in mind, single rider has been a little backed up, okay? Straight to your right.
Gonna do the single rider right now.
We've talked a lot about how single rider is a huge advantage,
Right.
a time saver when coming to the park. They did warn us out front that it's been a little bit backed up today, so we'll see what it has in store for us. But in the past, when we've hopped in single rider for Smuggler's Run, it's maybe taken 10 minutes tops. When someone has to tell you that something is legitimate, it probably isn't. Scenes from Single Rider. Sitting on the stairs, enjoying the time in the AC. There must have been some sort of backup. We've probably been in Single Rider for about 30 minutes now, but we're really close. We're right by where the grouping position is, where they're taking how many in your party. And the guys up here are doing a great job. But they literally just filled an entire pod with only single riders. They took 6 single riders right out of line, so they're trying their best and they're working hard for us. So, engineer.
Whoop. Engineer. We're now inside the Falcon, waiting for our group to be called. Lots of manipulatives. The table here.
There's so many buttons.
So many buttons. Lots of manipulatives. They said over 200 manipulatives inside. Once inside the Falcon, you will get your boarding pass, and this will effectively have your job for when you're in the ride. You will hear your color being called. We are green color, so once we get that called, we will kind of line up by our groups and then be brought back into the cockpit. So in the meantime, you do get to explore the inside of the Falcon. That is where we are right now. We are now walking through the main marketplace of Batu, where each one of these little holes is going to be filled with merch or food or a restroom stop, all superiorly themed. Just absolutely incredible. Right here. And the way we're walking right now is actually going to be the way towards the future Rise of the Resistance ride. So Disney did open up Star Wars Land in 2 phases. First phase being most of Batu and Smuggler's Run. And the second phase is going to be where they're going to have the Rise of the Resistance ride. And it's being hyped up as one of the most technologically advanced rides.
Unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Unlike anything you've ever seen before. It is going to be opening up first on the East Coast in Walt Disney World at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and then coming here in early 2020. So hopefully while we're over there for Christmas time, we'll be able to catch it there and then make it our way over here as well.
I've noticed the difference between what it was like during the reservations period versus now when it's completely open to the public is people are using the data pads a little bit less, or maybe don't know that they exist. Through the Disneyland app, you can use your app as a data pad to be able to interact with the environments around Galaxy's Edge and find little information tools.
This is actually going to be the entrance to the queue. So you can see it looks like they already have some touch points set up for Fast Pass, and maybe the wait time is going to be up here as well. And then you can see some of the queue, the extended queue is already built out. So this is going to be the live site of where Rise of the Resistance will be. Thanks for coming with us today. We had so much fun on our first ever vlog. Thanks for coming with us today. We had so much fun on our first ever vlog. I hope you guys keep coming back, keep having fun with us, because we'll keep making these and having fun with you guys too.
Thanks for joining us.